Student, Faculty Research Advisor, Independent Study, Independent Research Project, Research Writing. Have you ever wondered how these terms are related to independent research writing? Hello, SciPals! I am Ma'am Richelyn Pagana, your science teacher for today. In this episode of Agham Alam Hub, we will explain how independent research writing is done. We will describe the types of independent studies. In addition, we will identify the steps in writing independent research. Furthermore, we will appreciate the benefits of independent research writing. In the next few minutes, we will explore science for another moment. What is an independent study? An independent study enables a student to pursue research or other academic topics of interest under the supervision of a faculty member. Independent study is of two types: non-research independent study, research independent study. Non-research independent study is an individual-directed study in a field of special interest on a previously approved topic taken under the supervision of a faculty member within the department and resulting in an academic or an artistic product. Such independent studies do not bear a research code and do not satisfy any general education requirements aside from the small group learning experience requirement. On the other hand, research independent study is an individual research in a field of special interest under the supervision of a faculty member within the department, the central goal of which is a substantive paper or written report containing significant analysis and interpretation of a previously approved topic. Such independent research studies carry a research code. One and only one research independent study may be submitted and approved for a writing code in addition to the research code designation. Research independent study is also called independent research project or independent research course. How do we pursue independent research? Ideally, the process of conducting independent research begins early in a student's career by talking with faculty about research and by generating ideas for possible research topics. Students may work on research with faculty from any department as soon as the first year, and depending on faculty members' schedules and funding, students may have the opportunity to volunteer to participate in research projects or even work on these projects. At the latest, students should discuss their interest in research with faculty by the midpoint of the semester, before the independent research begins. In developing possible topics for independent research, students should consider that they are more likely to find a faculty research advisor for a project if the topic is related to a faculty member's research interests. But it may also be possible for students to develop and pursue projects unrelated to faculty research projects. Once a faculty member has agreed to advise a research project, work should begin, usually with preliminary readings about the topic. How to write an independent study paper? Writing a paper for an independent study program can be intimidating for students, mainly because the study program takes place primarily outside the classroom and away from other students. While the students generally receive feedback and direction from a teacher, they are fully responsible for completing assignments and retaining subject matter. Independent study paper writing is a skill that takes time to develop. But with practice and organization, students can learn how to write a paper and communicate their topic. What are the steps in writing an independent study paper? First, familiarize yourself with the requirements for your paper. If necessary, communicate with your independent study teacher for further clarification. Second, create a schedule to avoid getting off track or turning in your paper late. On a calendar, mark the number of days you think you need to complete your paper and how much time you will allot each day to work on it. Third, identify your ideal writing environment and arrange your schedule to have time to write. Make sure your work environment has plenty of light and space for you to spread out your books and writing materials as you work. Fourth, identify the topic of your paper. Try not to select a topic too general for you to cover in a single paper. If you are not confident in your topic choice, consult with your independent study teacher before writing. Fifth, locate sources that contain information you do not know about the topic. Double-check your requirements for the paper to see how many sources are required. 6. Set aside one index card per source and write the bibliographic information for each source on a separate card. This will help you compile your bibliography at the end and keep your sources organized. 7. Read your sources and write pertinent notes on the index card that corresponds with the source. 8. Re-evaluate your calendar schedule. If you are still on track, keep writing. If you need more time than you thought, add more hours to ensure that you have enough time to complete your paper before the due date. 9. Create an outline for your paper. Incorporate the index cards into the outline where it is appropriate. 10. Write an introduction to your paper. Include a brief overview of your topic along with your thesis statement or main argument. Although you will cite most of your sources in the body of the paper, you may need to cite one or two sources in the introduction if your introduction includes material taken from outside sources. 11. Re-evaluate your schedule. If you find yourself overwhelmed by writing, designate times during your independent study hours to take short breaks. Sometimes, you need to allow your mind to rest to maintain your sense of motivation. 12. Write the body of your paper according to your outline. Make sure you use the body of your paper to support your argument or to address the specific points of your topic. 13. Cite your sources. Review your independent study paper requirements to see what kind of citation style is required for the format of your in-text citation and final bibliography. 14. Write your paper's conclusion by recapping your main points and finalizing your argument. 15. Compile your bibliography or works cited page using your index cards. Make sure you format the sources according to the citation style required for the independent study paper. 16. Write a title for your paper that captures your topic and makes the reader want to know more about it. Consult your independent study paper requirements to see whether they include specifications for formatting the title page. 17. Proofread the paper by reading your computer document or printing it out and making handwritten changes with a colored pen. Do not skip this step. Your independent study teacher will expect the work you submit to be polished and easy to read. 18. Reread the requirements for the independent study paper before submission to make sure you have completed everything accordingly. Lastly, write notes on your calendar about your writing experience in relation to time and organization. These notes will help you the next time you write an independent study paper and need to create a schedule. You must bring a lot to the table in preparing your independent study. But what are the benefits of independent research writing? First, it includes one-on-one attention. more focused exploration of a topic that interests you, and more flexible scheduling. You will get a chance to learn what you want to learn. Next, you can demonstrate your ability to work independently and proactively, something your future employers will surely love. And last, you can get a head start on exploring the literature for a topic you would like to write about for your thesis or dissertation. In this episode of Agham Alam Hub, you will learn what independent study is and its kinds, the steps in writing independent research, and the benefits of independent research writing. An independent study enables a student to pursue research or other academic topics of interest under the supervision of a faculty member. There are two types of independent study: the non-research independent study and the research independent study. Non-research independent study is an individual-directed study in a field of special interest on a previously approved topic taken under the supervision of a faculty member within the department and resulting in an academic or artistic product. On the other hand, research independent study is individual research in a field of special interest under the supervision of a faculty member within the department, the central goal of which is a substantive paper or written report containing significant analysis and interpretation of a previously approved topic. Independent study paper writing is a skill that takes time to develop, but with practice and organization, students can learn how to write a paper and communicate their topic. The steps in independent research writing are: familiarize yourself with the requirements for your paper. Create a schedule to avoid getting off track or turning in your paper late. Identify your ideal writing environment and arrange your schedule to have time to write. Identify the topic of your paper. Locate sources that contain information you do not know about the topic. Set aside one index card per source and write the bibliographic information for each source on a separate card. Read your sources and write pertinent notes on the index card corresponding with the source. Reevaluate your calendar schedule. Create an outline for your paper. Write an introduction to your paper. Reevaluate your schedule. Write the body of your paper according to your outline. Cite your sources. Write the conclusion of your paper by recapping your main points and finalizing your argument. Compile your bibliography or works cited page by using your index cards. Write a title for your paper that captures your topic and makes the reader want to know more about it. Proofread the paper by reading your computer document or printing it out and making handwritten changes with a colored pen. Reread the requirements for the independent study paper before submission to make sure you have completed everything accordingly. Write notes on your calendar about your writing experience in relation to time and organization. The benefits include one-on-one attention, more focused exploration of topic that interests you, and more flexible scheduling. That's all for today, SciPals. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. See you again next week for another moment. Only here in Agham Alam Hub, Palajan SciTech Portal. Bye!